Welcome back to Making Sense Conversations. I'm Washeke Ndwati. And more importantly, welcome back to the series Diary of a Mad African Entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs, we just never keep learning. And I was wondering what I'm going to talk about this week. I even got a flu. So if my voice sounds a bit weird, just bear with me. So as I was thinking about it, I was like, maybe let me talk about what I have learned in the last couple of days. So I went on this retreat with about another, 100 or so entrepreneurs. And I love it when I can get away with entrepreneurs because we just get so real. But we got these facilitators who came to talk about a very interesting topic. And I may have mentioned how when I first did Are You Bored in Your Business? The Rosie I mentioned is the same Rosie who came back with her business partner called Ben. They run this organization called the High Energy Group. And I don't want to take credit for what they taught me. That's why I'm telling you who they are, Rosie and Ben of the High Energy Group. And they taught us, Ben took us through this thing called, are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? And out of everything I took away in that retreat, I was like, this is the reason I actually showed up. Am I playing to win? Am I playing not to lose? And let me give you an example first with food and money. Are you eating not to add weight or are you eating to be healthy? So if you're eating not to add weight, you're playing not to lose. If you are eating to be healthy, you are playing to win. So it is playing to win moves you forward. Even with money, are you investing your money not to lose it or are you investing your money to grow it? So I've taught money for over 15 years. So I can, and it's even in our Centonomy classes, we've used that analogy before to get people to move forward rather than just staying in this place where they just want to protect what they have. But even in business, it actually shows up. And I had to sit with myself and question, have I been playing to win or playing not to lose? And when I go through the life cycles of business, you first start off, when you're a startup, you're hungry, it's survival. Because you really have nothing to lose, you play to win. So you take the risks, you put yourself out there. And it's a very, very, very exciting stage. It's a very, very, very scary place. And then you get into some sustainability and some success. And you remember where you came from. You remember how hard it was. And we go into this place where we're trying to protect what it is that we have built. So we enter a trap of playing not to lose. Now, don't get me wrong. Some situations call for playing not to lose. If you're doing your taxes, play not to lose. Yeah. But in terms of growth, in terms of taking your business forward, in terms of taking your earnings forward, in terms of taking yourself forward, we've got to have a leg in playing to win. And many times, even when you look at, I was talking with a group of entrepreneurs during the break, and we realized even when we look at our business plans, it's very engineered not to lose. It is not engineered to win. And we started asking ourselves, what does actually winning look like? And if I go back to some of the things I did to win, they were bold. I remember entering meeting rooms and completely rejigging how the people I was trying to get work from thought that meeting was going to go. I was like, pull up the projector. I'm going to do a presentation. I'm not going to go through your tender document. I'm just going to do a presentation and treat you like human beings. That's what I did. I started Centonomy because of my own financial mess. And then without anything in my pocket, started teaching other people how to manage their money. And I'm questioning, nowadays, do I wait to have everything neatly in a package before I move? And yes, I think I'm guilty of that. I think growth is good, but it sometimes makes you very afraid. And we were taught something during this session, that when you're playing not to lose, your mindset has tuned into fear. You're doing things. We talked about employees a couple of episodes ago. You're treating employees in a way so that you don't lose them, but you're not challenging them to get the best out of them. You're going for what is comfortable. You're doing things at the level of your time, at the level of your energy, at the level of your resources, which is fine, but we're never pushing ourselves to say, what more could I do? Who else do I need to do it with? How do I get outside of my comfort zone? Especially if where you are is comfortable. If you're making ends meet, if you're somewhat successful, it can get very comfortable. But if we're honest, it can also get very boring. And we find ourselves in this rut and we're wondering why. Because I think the way many of us are built, especially people who have decided to enter business, to become entrepreneurs, you have that thing that is always wants to grow, always wants to step out, always wants to do something new. And this is not just about size or amount of money to be made, the traditional success factors that we've talked about before. That's not it. It's that drive, desire that we all have to see, can I show up differently? Can I try something new? Can I see myself new? Can I see? And the thing is, we've said vision keeps unfolding. Now you see something else, and sometimes we're scared to go for that because it means we may lose what we actually have. So we decide, too risky. Let me play not to lose. But playing to win tunes into something else. It tunes into exploration. It tunes into adventure. It tunes into purpose. It tunes into passion. It tunes into love, like Rosie and Ben taught us. It tunes into, from what I've understood for myself, that side of you that is seeking to expand, that side of you that is seeking to provide a service, that side of you that is seeking to keep challenging. Why am I still here? And for people who've been in business for a while, that question bothers you. Why are you still here? And many times we're running jobs other people can actually do. So it's about understanding who needs to show up for whatever situation is in front of you. Sometimes, as I said, you need to play not to lose. But many times to move forward, you need to play to win. And if you keep showing up for situations that require you to have a winning mindset, but you keep showing up as the person who needs not to lose, you are sabotaging the opportunity. So it just really, really, really got me thinking. It was an eye-opener for me. And I think for many of you who've been listening to this podcast, and thank you so much for those who have been listening. Thank you for the messages I'm already getting. And I am glad this side of talking about entrepreneurship is reaching you and you're finding it relevant. But as I said, for many of us, we need to look away from what we might lose to be able to move forward. So I'm asking myself, if I didn't put conditions to what I need to do, what would I actually do? If I didn't put conditions, if I didn't put I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, what if, what would I actually do? And many times we want to play to win, but the noise around us, the economy, inflation, interest rate, taxes, keeps telling us, play not to lose. Play not to lose. You should be so grateful you're not losing. Just hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. And I don't think it's just people in business. Even people in the corporate world, in established organizations, are starting to play not to lose. They are like, no, we're not going to spend this year on this, even though they can afford it. They're not, no, we're waiting to see how things turn out. So it's always like we're in this society where we are waiting to be given permission by something else or somebody else outside of us. And this is what I'm learning, that it can't be from anybody else outside of us. Fine, let's be realistic with what is going on. Put whatever we need to put in place to handle it. But once that is done, our eyes, all of us as a society, must continue to be on the ball so that we can continue going after the ambitions, the goals, the desires, the dreams that have been put inside of each and every one of us. Because if we don't do that and we're forever distracted by the noise in the environment, which is telling us play not to lose, collectively, we have made ourselves captive to all those things. So collectively, we have to start deciding, let's move forward as best as we can. Let's have conversations that ensure we move forward, that encourage us to move forward, that challenge why we're not moving forward, that challenge all our reasons why we should not move forward. So I wanted to share that with you because I think it's best to share it when it's raw, when it's new. And it has given me a theme that when I start bringing guests on this show in a couple of weeks, yes, I'm getting ready for that. This is one of the things I want to talk about. I know people who, they just keep playing just keep playing to win. Yeah, I know people who keep playing not to lose. I have done both. I've played to win. I've played not to lose. Some seasons have found me completely in a play not to lose mentality. Some seasons have found me in a play to win. So I don't also think it's a perfect science, but I think I am now asking the question, and I really want to dig deeper into this. I really want to dig deeper into the fear as well as the purpose that could actually drive us forward. So continue listening. Stay with me on this journey. Keep listening to Diary of a Mad African Entrepreneur, and see you next time. Bye.